Hey guys, Paul here from Meldrum Performance Coaching and Complete Personal Training Podcast. So today's podcast is to address a little bit of an epidemic. That's such a horrible word, but to address a little bit of an issue that I've seen happen with a lot of personal trainers. As again, this is about helping personal trainers be better. So the thing with us at the moment is that we are in a glut of information. There is so much information out there on how to do things, different perspectives to do things. Hell, my course has 419 modules on it on how to do stuff. And learning how to do stuff is all well and good, but eventually there needs to come it needs to come to a point where the rubber hits the road and stuff actually gets done. I hate the phrase taking action, but it is something that it's very, very true. I just don't like the context behind it all the time. So with this, there's kind of like this analysis paralysis or paralysis by analysis from so many different people who wonder the right way to write a program or the right way to build their business or the right way to do marketing or whatever it is. It's really hard to work out what needs to be done. So what you need to do is there's a few processes that I take my students through. The first one is to do a business audit if you're a personal trainer. So a business audit is where you actually, I've got one on my site, my membership site. If anyone's interested, let me know. Basically, it takes you through what you need to do to run a high quality, sustainable business. So not sustainable as in terms like the fish are going to survive. Sustainable meaning it will run without you and other people can run it for you, and to find out how well you rank on that. Now, mine isn't the only one that you can do. There are many that you can look at. There's many people who do this. Dan Henderson does a good one. But if your business fails this test, so you get like a low mark in terms of how many criteria that you actually hit, it doesn't really matter what marketing that you do or what other stuff you're learning. You don't have the fundamentals in place. This is the exact same process as having a movement screen behind doing a training program. You want to make sure you know where to start, and then you can build the things that you need to build. The goal is to obviously be able to do everything and remove all limitations so you can grow your business in whatever direction you want. It's the exact same thing with movement screening. So start off with a business audit. Do you have the right stuff in place to actually grow? Like, for example, do you have policies and procedures listed out? What do you do when someone gets injured? Do you have a referral system in place? Because that's the easiest way to generate clients. There's so many different things. Do you have a CRM? Do you have a follow-up system? Do you have a sales script? Do you have these types of things that allow the business to run? Do you have a program for delivering your training programs? Like really, really like fundamental stuff, but it's amazing how many people don't have these things in place. Most people who go through my audit get an average of 5 out of 20. So really, really bad, and they're still like making money. It just shows how much more money they can make and how much less work they could actually do because things are sorted out for them. So the first thing is to do a business audit and see where you're actually at. The next one is to then everything that's from that audit, start fixing it. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Next one is then to work out what your values are in a business and what kind of framework you're going to run your personal training business through. That light is making me look delightful, but still. What I mean by that is you want to have kind of criteria for how you make decisions. You want to run it through a filter of things. Does it reflect your values and who you are as a coach and as a person and what you want your business to be? And does it actually fit that? So if someone's doing some marketing tricks that will work for an online business and your business is primarily going to be brick and mortar, are those strategies going to work for you? Does it fit into the values of what your in-person business is? If the strategies are to bring in bulk people, for example, like to cast as wide a net as possible to get as many people into a low barrier to entry offer, and your service is a highly technical, really refined, you're working at the highest quality type stuff, it's not really the ideal strategy. It doesn't reflect what your values are. If your values are technical excellence in coaching in Olympic lifting, doing an online ebook for that isn't really the best way to get that across. You need to maybe longer form video content where you actually break stuff down and show people stuff done more consistently may be the best thing for you. What you need to do is basically filter all the information you get through your value system to see what stuff is actually relevant or not, because the internet has a lot of stuff on it, and there's lots of people selling everything, and that's okay. It's a free economy. But we need to be very judicious with our time and our effort and our attention. Now, so we've gone through, you've done your audit, you've worked out what you need to do, you've started doing it, you've then done a evaluation to see exactly when you are. Next thing you need to do is create systems of checks and accountability, preferably someone else to answer to. Because when it comes to actually getting stuff done for your business, it's very hard to do the stuff that you need to do. It's very easy to get caught up in being busy. So like some business owners, for example, rather than putting together all the systems and tools that they need, what they're going to be doing is going on Instagram and doing stories, for example. Or they could be cold messaging people when they don't have the systems behind them or the programming templates or whatever it is to deliver the service. So you don't need your business to be 100%. You don't need everything done, but you need the vast majority of it done to be effective. Otherwise, you will fail, and you will fail fairly miserably. So, guys, the point of today is make sure you GSD, you get stuff done, you identify where your business are with an audit, be hard on yourself. The goal is not to pass, the goal is to get truth. The goal is to get an accurate answer of where your business is right now. Do the stuff that you need to do, work out your values. Like for example, one of mine is technical excellence, and filter everything that you do through that. And then if you do that, then at the very least, you can be congruent with the decisions that you make, and you can feel better about working on your business and making decisions for it. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have a good day and speak soon.